Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
Well, welcome to the Summer Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Ozzy.
And
This week we're talking about what is it, 1987's Schoolhouse Drama.
87, I wasn't even born.
Yeah, you were.
You're like 30.
Yeah, you already had like 2 kids. Just like every character in this movie.
Hey, I don't like the
Calculus.
stereotyping.
We're
What's the calculus?
talking about based on true life events. Stand and Deliver.
With the greatest Mexican actor ever.
The greatest.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
The late great Sir Lou Diamond Phillips.
He's still alive.
Sir,
He's still alive. He's still
I mean,
alive.
He was in Easter Sunday, so
Well, was he in?
is he really?
yeah.
Oh, he is Filipino, right?
I still haven't seen it. Yeah, he is. He's
No one really
he's a
saw
man.
it.
He's a man of many faces. He's Filipino. He's Mexican. He's
Cherokee.
Native
Oh, yeah,
American.
yeah. Native, yeah.
He's a man of many hats.
He wasn't young.
Some would say he's the Lon Chaney of our time.
What's the one with Wahlberg?
Father
You mean the
Stu.
big
The
hit.
big hit?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, big hit.
Yeah.
He's also like in the big hit. He's like from New York or something, right?
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
baby.
What is he?
He's Puerto Rican.
You saying he can be anything.
Uh-huh.
He's like the dude from Training Day. He's Pacific Islander, but he plays the Mexican like gangbanger.
Yep.
Keep forgetting his name. Some Clifton, some. I can't remember.
Clifton Collins Jr.
Oh,
No,
no,
that's the other guy.
Clifton. Clifton, yeah. The
You-
guy
you-
that's in Training Day.
I hate you. Because I just said that.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to you.
It's Clifford?
Yeah, it's Cliff. It's Cliff, I think. I know who you're
Clifford.
talking about. Clifford, the big red dog.
The big-
Cliff Curtis. There you go.
Cliff.
Curtis.
I told you it was Cliff.
Yeah, I just what I said. That's I hate you.
Yeah.
Man, the big hit was a good movie. It was a good action.
Hell
movie.
yeah. I'm the man.
That is a good movie.
That was Orgasmo.
No, because the song in that movie,
Was
in
Orgasmo.
the
No,
end
that's-
goes, "I'm the man to gaze."
Orgasmo is- Now you're a man. A man.
Yeah, that's a better use of that word of that song. Sounds better. Well, no, we are talking about Stand and Deliver.
Oh, okay. Totally forgot what we were talking about.
19, was it 1987, 1988?
Is this the movie about the priest that the guy wants to become a priest?
No, that's Father Stu.
Oh,
You've
it's
seen it?
two.
Yeah, Father Stu.
No.
No.
Was it good?
Good,
No.
I liked it.
I didn't. No, because we didn't want to watch it, so I didn't watch it.
You still gotta watch. You still gotta watch.
I'm
it
still
once in a
gonna
while.
watch it. I'm still gonna watch it.
I've been wanting to watch it.
It's on
Yeah,
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Oh, good. I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
So,
I just I saw it last night. It was actually pretty good.
So yeah, I'll
Nice.
check it out.
I got a little emotional, like
Did you? Good. Based on a
True story.
real life.
Based
True
on-
real
story.
life, too.
True
Yeah.
story. So
from the corrupt parish in
so
in LA.
from one true story to
Not
another.
Boston.
no.
From another true story to another.
Oh.
Jaime Escalante, right?
I'm Escalante. Teacher of the year.
Teacher, East LA.
Teacher of the universe.
Yeah, he-
Garfield High School, right?
Yeah, he actually had like stuff he was doing on PBS for kids to learn their math
Really?
for a while back. They did film his classes.
Oh, no wonder they helped fund the movie.
Did you never watch PBS?
No.
I did
No?
all the time.
Why?
Because PBS they had
Only
they had
Sesame
the
Street.
electric company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Only Sesame Street.
Man, you're dating yourself, bro. The electric company.
I just remember them having Sesame Street
Yeah.
or Plaza Sésamo.
That was on
No.
Univision.
Same thing. Sesame Street.
Only
Oh,
Sesame Plaza Sésamo is Sesame.
Mr. Rogers with Michael Keaton in the background.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, starring Eddie Murphy.
and Beetlejuice in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
He was.
Got a deal.
He
What you
did.
wanna
He did
do?
work with Mr. Rogers.
Did
so,
not know that.
but with Tom Hanks, starring Tom Hanks.
No, no more Tom Hanks, please.
Not after Geppetto
For a
or
bit.
Pinocchio.
Or watch Turner and Hooch later.
Or Elvis.
Turner and Gooch. No, but
I
ultimately,
still like that show.
I still haven't finished it.
Is
But
Turner and Hooch? Is it Turner and Hooch?
Disney Plus.
No,
Yeah.
thanks.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
So.
All right,
Stand
good
and
job.
deliver.
Yeah.
Stand and deliver.
It's a high school.
Okay. So in 1980s, in the 1980s, Jaime Escalante. I mean,
It
some
kind of sounds like the
history.
intro to A Team.
No, it's in the 19. If you let me finish, right, I could kind of go. You know what, Ozzy, you explain the movie then.
Why you give me shit?
because
Why give me crap?
you keep talking. Go. You explain the movie.
I'm just saying. Like,
Explain what happens, though, please.
By the way, this is in honor of Hispanic Heritage
Yeah.
Month.
So Ozzy, can you explain? Can you explain Stand and Deliver?
no.
No?
Like I mean, it's basically a high school drama with like how, he
Who he?
With
I don't
no
know,
high
huh?
schoolers.
Huh?
Mr. Jaime Escalante.
So
No high
the
schoolers
teacher
are all
saw-
like in their 30s.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then let me explain it. So in the 1980s, Garfield High School was was a high school that was really bad. So historically, right?
Was?
Well, high schools in general in LA or in general, right? So if you look at historically, there's a thing called redlining, right? You guys know what redlining is, right? So it's like it separates good neighborhoods from bad neighborhoods, and good neighborhoods get better schools, bad neighborhoods get worse schools, funding,
Also,
right?
there's more things that kept certain people out of
right in the
areas.
middle, right in the middle. Right.
Same,
Why?
bro.
Why, Lord? Why? Can he just have one heart attack right in the middle?
Wow.
Wow.
So
Just for that, I'm gonna black out.
So no, so no, so the
Redlining.
yeah, so schools in better neighborhoods, right, would get better funding. So teachers would get paid more. There'd be less students in the class. Schools in worse neighborhoods would have more students in class, have less funding. So and then get less activities. Ultimately have less kids that would succeed. So this is kind of what leads to like the certain schools in this neighborhood. So like if you go back to cut to this movie, you get introduced to Jaime Escalante. Teacher, he's first day starting Garfield High School. He's supposed to come in to teach computer science, but this is one of those schools that is not being funded well, right? Because it's in those neighborhoods that is not in a well-funded area, right? So they don't have computers. So he's kind of relegated to be a math teacher. So what he does is what it shows is that he kind of decides to, well, I'm gonna teach these kids some stuff instead. Like instead of just doing regular math and not teaching them stuff that they shouldn't know, is I'm gonna teach them. I'm actually teach them some stuff. So he takes them under his wing and teaches them calculus and like higher end math and creates a program ultimately, right? That's what he does. This is actually still to this day it's still a really good movie. This is still a well done movie.
I think they put it in the, what is it, the U.S. Congress thing?
The Smithsonian thing,
No, I don't know what it's called.
the Library of Congress.
Yeah, the Library of Congress. Yeah, I went to one of them red line schools. That's why.
You didn't even go to school. What are you talking about?
I mean, he knew where it was.
Yeah, I did go sometimes. Why you bringing up my past, bro?
Because this movie's from the past.
I'm trying to forget it.
No, but yeah, but this movie still is decent. Like it has a lot of the things that you would want in a movie.
Decent. This movie's great.
It has a lot. It has everything that you would want. It has good acting. It has a good story, and it's
You're Dan Phillips.
really good.
It's good.
It's good
Yeah.
pace, and it's
Yeah.
good pacing, right?
Drama. It's got drama. It's got comedy,
It's got Lou Diamond Phillips.
and it's got Lou Diamond Fiddle.
That's what it has. It has Lou Diamond Phillips, the guy with the holes in his face,
And
then-
and Ozzy's favorite Cuban actor, Andy Garcia.
Yeah,
Andy
Andy
Garcia.
The one Cuban to rule them all, like Lord of the Rings.
he's a Highlander.
Yeah, see, but now I know what really happened to Richie Valens. He didn't die on the airplane.
He became
Was
a cholo.
reincarnated as a gangbanger.
No.
Who
His
had a-
mom married a teacher, and he was sent to live with his grandma and became a gang member.
Isn't that the case for all of them?
Huh?
Isn't that the case for almost all of them?
Yeah. Yeah, because what's her name?
Yeah, and that
Connie.
thing
She
happened.
plays. I don't even know if that's her real name. But she plays Jaime Escalante's wife. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
in the
Richie
movie.
Valens' mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Know what they're missing?
Was
Bob.
Mm.
was this before?
Bob.
Bob.
Was this before La Bamba? Or was this after La Bamba? It's before.
I think it
right?
was after.
Was it after La Bamba.
Yeah, after La Bamba.
Well, and wasn't Lou Diamond
Yes.
Phillips like
Typecasted?
when
Yeah.
wasn't he already like in his 40s at this time? Like Ralph Macchio.
Oh,
Like,
that
Ralph
man
Macchio,
doesn't
like,
age.
like
Nah,
Ralph
I
Macchio,
don't
like
think
so.
35 when he did
Let's
like
find
Karate
out.
Kid.
He does not age.
I don't.
Because for sure, like the whole point, like even casting this movie was like, well, we want to cast unknowns, but definitely have to be from that hood, from like East LA. But they
You
and
need
they have
someone to bring in the heart, the emotional character.
and it has to, but they have to look like they are from East LA. You can't just get people that just real like actual actors from everywhere and like populate the people that look like it. It's just to get people from East LA, but actors from East LA.
This was
Um,
before Young Guns, I think.
He was like 26.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that makes him. I don't know.
He was born in 62. So he's
Damn,
do the math.
he's 2
he's
years
60.
younger than my mom.
He's 60.
yeah,
2 years younger. That's it.
yeah.
Holy crap!
Well, but
So he could be your mother.
Yee, whoa,
I don't know.
he could have birthed. He could have
Hey,
birthed you.
us Filipinos, we stick together.
He could have birthed you. No, but this movie, like like I said, it does have a lot of it does have a lot in it. It just I rewatched it again last night, and it still holds up. It's still a really well done movie. And then to hear all like, I mean, then you deep dive into all the stuff that happened to all the actors after, right? Obviously, you get your Lou Diamond Phillips that still went and became Lou Diamond Phillips, right? He still went and made movies. You have Edward James Olmos, who Battlestar Galactica, and his
American
Edward James
Me.
Olmos, right? He did all that stuff.
He's in that god awful movie Selena.
You get Cheech Marin, right? You get Cheech Marin, who's not in this movie, but is Cheech Marin.
Yeah, he shows up.
Then, but he's
Well,
East
Cheech
LA.
Marin is not in Stand and Deliver.
No, but
He's
it's,
not.
but it's East LA.
He did say it. He did say he's not in there.
But it's East LA. But it's
In
East
the
LA.
background, he is. Yeah, he's just
Okay. He
he's
drives
working
by.
on cars.
Hey,
He's,
man.
He should
he's
have
working on
because
cars and telling people that their woofers are blown.
yeah, but it's East LA.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
But
whoa,
it is,
whoa, whoa.
but it is crazy to hear like the other actors, like we were just talking right before the show, the actress that played was Maria, the little quiet mousy one, the one that was in 2018 that was shot and killed by the cops in her house. When you watch the video, that's a crazy video. Because-
Don't look it up.
Well, cause she was still acting, but apparently she'd be suffering some sort of mental issues at this point, because when you watch the video, you can see it's all caught on the police, like the body cam, the whole video. So it's a crazy video. Where they show her getting shot, like getting with the gun, with the assault rifles.
Wow. That's sad.
Well, I mean, she had a BB. She pretended to
It
have
was
a
a
real
BB
gun.
gun.
It was a BB gun, but she had
Yeah.
you could see it in the video. She's holding it. So
Yeah.
and she was saying "kill me." So,
Mm.
but at that
That's
point,
sad.
it was like mental. You can tell because when they broke, like if you watch the video, it's like mental deterioration. like the house is like you could tell she was already hoarding because the cops couldn't break in. So it's crazy to watch, to see that. And then I think recently? I think it was in 2000. Was it 4 years ago? 2020 or something? They had the reunion.
How was that 4 years ago?
Yeah,
I know,
2020.
I said 4 years ago they had a reunion. Did you hear what I said? I didn't
Yeah,
say.
but then you said 20.
And then you said 2020.
I,
So
no, I said 2020, and then I said no. I think about 4 years ago. Listen to what I say.
Check the tape.
Check the tape.
You know what? Someone's getting muted right now. Someone's getting booted. And you're muted. I'm not kidding. You're muted. I don't care. He is in fact muted. I don't care. So no, yeah. So it's crazy because they did have that reunion. They did have that reunion like I think like 4 years ago or something. But only like the remaining cast. And it's crazy because Lou Diamond Phillips, the lady who played his grandma, she was still alive at that time. I don't even know. She's still, yeah, in the video. They still had her. They still had her, like she was doing autographs and everything.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was just like it's a quick thing, and they even had like a panel and everything about it. So, but another thing was like the banner, like like in honor of that actress that was killed by the cops.
Sad story.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, do that again, you get booted completely.
Hey, all I know is Andy Garcia in this movie, phenomenal.
He's in the movie like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can never say that you accused him of racism.
One day when you meet Andy Garcia, I expect you to bring that up.
Oh, I will. I mean, I'd have to kind of like wash my hands afterwards because all that hair grease has to be so much. How much pomade do you put in your hair?
If I had hair, I would use pomade. A lot of it.
Yeah, he cakes that on. I don't even think it's hair anymore. I think it's just pomade, like black pomade. Yeah.
You know, they had asked him to be one of the students.
No.
They had asked him to play one of the students, and he convinced them to let him be one of the detectives.
That's better. He looks older.
Yeah, well, everybody looked old there. Come on.
This is kind of like one of those like movies that it feels like it was supposed to be a made-for-TV movie. But
yeah,
but it wasn't. But it ended up being like released. I don't know. It might be crazy, but that's what felt like to me.
No, I mean this is
no. It's still a good movie. I'm not saying it's bad. Like the made-for-TV like it movie. Oh no, so Shining, way better than the Kubrick Shining.
Get out of here.
You need to watch that. It's good.
I seen it.
No.
It was on TV.
Hey, it's the television version of The Shining.
No,
they went ahead and said, "Hey, look at me."
That Kubrick one is a completely different thing, but still great.
I mean, the pauses.
Scarier.
There's a lot.
Yeah, but it's scarier.
The Kubrick Shining? Well, yeah,
I prefer Dr. Sleep. Sorry. Why? Jacob.
Although you know if you the guy who plays what is this guy? The Lothario. What's his name? The guy that looks like the rebel dude.
Okay.
The guy that looks like a cat. He looks like the cat person in Stand and Deliver. The guy that has all the girls, the Gigolo. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Gigolo.
The guy looks like he's into Spanish rock.
The rock and roll guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He looks like a cat person. He looks like one of the sleepwalkers from the Stephen King movie, Sleepwalkers. The cat people.
He belonged to the Lost Boys, but they didn't let him join because
I wonder whatever happened to to those the rest of the people in the movie, because again, like I said, in the reunion, certain of them, some of them did show up, right? Like for the reunion, that are still around. but like not all of them are obviously still showed up. But it's interesting, like where, why, like, well, would Lou Diamond Phillips? Because this is still a lot of people attribute this movie to like I went to college because of Stand Deliver. Like if like I was going through, because since we own this movie, I watched it on YouTube, and I could see the comments, right? So there's a lot of people that are like, oh, this is the reason why I got a degree. It might not have been in math, but it was because of this movie. And even though I didn't grow up in the 80s, I still watched this movie, and it
inspired.
Exactly. It keeps inspiring me, like, to do that. It's always an inspiration. So this movie still, like, for people who watch it nowadays, it still inspires people.
Yeah, it's Latino inspiration.
Right, and
it's finest.
Not even a Latino. Anybody can be inspired by this movie.
Well, no, I know.
That's kind of what
then it was geared towards our community.
Well, and that's kind of what they like.
Your community.
And that's kind of what they say in the comments. It's funny because no, that's kind of what they say in the comments. Like some of these people like, I'm not from one of those like areas, and I'm not a person of color, but this still also inspired me, like to do that. And that's kind of what a good movie does, right? Especially a movie like this, because because Edward James Olmos does a really good job as Jaime Escalante. Was Jaime Escalante like that in real life? Who knows? I don't know. I never went to that Garfield High School. I didn't grow up in East LA.
Look him up on PBS.
You met Edward James Olmos, because I met Edward James Olmos. I didn't meet Jaime Escalante.
Well, I met both. So if you think about it that way, yeah, I went. I had to go down to Garfield a couple times here and there while he was still there.
You had to go down on Garfield? What did you say?
Yep.
The cat?
Yeah, I got all that lasagna on my face.
Gross.
Remnants of these, because he doesn't really like clean his face. So just remnants of
some of the Odie.
Yeah, got the ricotta cheese on my face.
Some of that Odie.
At least I think.
No, I mean, but he like Edward James almost played this movie. You could really tell that that the character had a lot of a lot of love for those students. At least the first batch, because you only see the first batch of students that he had. And by the end of the movie, it does say that like at first it was 18 students that passed that 18 students that passed that exam, right? Then the number increased the next year. Then it increased again the year after that.
And 87 kids.
Yeah, right.
That one was the same as a year.
So it kept increasing year after year after year. They kept adding more and more. So, it also did show that when he came in, that the head of the math department was like, "Oh, welcome aboard." And then when he started introducing that, I wanted to teach these kids this and help the school out. The kind of jealousy thing, or like, oh, I don't want to. It's not. I don't think it was more like that teacher, that late teacher lady was like, I don't want you to teach them because of their self-esteem. It's like it's more like you're making me look bad.
Well, then she also had no faith in these kids because they're not going to follow through.
Well, because of history,
she also thinks it's a waste of money.
Most kids didn't, but they needed somebody to inspire them to do that.
Yeah. And it was more like somebody to push them.
That's why that's why people need good teachers. The schools need good teachers, not just teachers that show up and get a paycheck.
Well, nowadays you get the teachers who want to go in as a teacher and then write a screenplay about how they struggled with these kids, and like the Dangerous Minds kind of teachers.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Elvira.
Michelle Pfeiffer. How's Elvira?
That's her name in Scarface.
Oh. I ignore that.
Another great
Cuban movie.
Yeah, Hispanic.
Non-Cuban actors.
Actor.
Not even Hispanics. Just non-Cuban. I mean, not Cuban. Non-Hispanic actors. Robert Loggia played a man named Lopez.
Yeah, but I think you're right, Vinny, that this movie is an inspiration for anybody. I mean, just the fact that they're Hispanics doesn't mean anything. It's just because it's based on a true story. That's the only reason they are Hispanics. I don't think it was pushed towards the Hispanic community. I think it was just a true story that they told, and many people were inspired. Which
But
is, you're right. People, when a movie is good, that's what it's going to do. It's going to inspire anybody.
But
It's not race related.
no, you're right. You're right about it's not race related and not geared only for Latinos. But at the time, it wouldn't have gotten such a like cult following. It's more like it has a big following as a movie because it puts people who you kind of can relate to in the movie, and actually a lot of people in the Latin
Filipinos.
communities,
Well, I mean,
us Filipinos
it puts a lot.
and Mexican Latinos, right? We see ourselves in that movie. You know, it's especially when we're like, you know, we talk about being the finger man,
I mean,
but
No,
that's a way different
but-
thing nowadays.
but it puts it. No, but it puts it. I mean, like you're saying, like, oh, well, I mean, it kind of like, oh, you can see yourself in those characters. Not really. I mean, if you think about it, like in the 80s, yeah, I get it, right? But now it's like, as a like as a student, like you can't really relate to the type of character, more like the type of student that they are, right? And maybe not now. Like that's the thing about the movies, that even now it's like you can relate to the type of person that they are, the type of thing that they're going through, like the students. Not even just like, and it just doesn't like lend itself to like them being a student. It's like, look at, they have to deal with like all the stuff in life, all the having to work and having to try to pay these bills, and still trying to have to go to school. They have to sacrifice all that, all those, you know, their vacation. They have to sacrifice all their free time, so they can
That's a thing. Cool.
so they can study, right? So they can pass this test. Because like Jaime tells the guy, do you just want to buy this car so you can fix it, or would you rather design one, right? Would you rather be paid to design one, right? Like he tells the student, that's kind of what convinces them. Like you have two choices when he's driving them. You either take this road or you take this road.
He also says we are the dreamer of dreams.
You are the dreamers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's what he.
He thought he was Jim Morrison.
Like it's there's a lot
That's
of
more
there's a
like
lot
Willy
of
Wonka,
there's a
bro.
lot
But
of
if you think about it, a lot of those characters, they're very stereotypical.
yeah.
Like the one that works on
Which is supposed to be.
cars. Yeah, it's just, you know, but they're all stereotypes. Most people are not like that. Like
Yeah,
the
You got the pretty
mechanic,
girl.
yeah, the pretty girl, the rocker, the gang member, the girl with like the 30 kids,
It's Breakfast Club. It's Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
the nerdy one who has
the
like,
nerd, yeah.
who is really nerdy but doesn't get the
The,
opportunity because of her family.
The one fresh, you know, across the border. Everything is in there. Why are you laughing? It's
I
true.
was like fresh across the border,
He's just thinking about Taco Bell.
Yeah. That's
bro. They brought back the Mexican pizza.
Yeah,
Hey, get out of here.
it's the Desayuno Club, bro.
It's hard.
Taco
it's
Bell is
hard to-
disgusting.
It's gross.
When you need to clean out your system, get some Taco
Oh, that's
Bell.
true. That's true. If you're
Run.
constipated,
Run because of choro. Cling.
Yeah.
they're not called churros. They're called chorros.
Yeah.
And it's not run to run to the border. Run to your bathroom. Cling. That's a
We should get paid for that.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
filled
we
with
just gave you-
Endorsement.
we
it's
just gave
filled
you
with
the-
hazelnut.
Oh.
That ain't no hazelnut. That's
Anyway,
doo baby. Oh yeah, you know what? This movie inspired me though, to want to be one of those to work for the district and question all test scores.
I mean, I always question all test scores from certain schools too.
yeah.
Same here.
The rich schools,
Hmm.
but like, just I mean,
Yeah,
again,
Muffy and Buffy.
I mean, again, it's like kind of there's you can single like even teachers, even the doctors, because they're both doctors that are investigating, right? Even though they say there's one sort of racism where you're investigating them for being from one sort of school, and then there's also the other one from
not being
from not so there's that fine line that you can
You
cross from doing
But you
that.
ain't showing the test scores.
That's true. That's true. And that's another thing that's very interesting, that like
If they all got these great scores, who's better to blame but the teacher?
But and then my question is, did they ever explain if did they reinstate the original scores?
They did not explain that.
Because you know
I
how
think
like
they explain it at the end.
I think it's in the writing part, but I didn't want to read.
no, they didn't
Yeah.
they didn't explain that they just said
I went to LAUSD.
They
I
just-
can't read.
they didn't it didn't
I
say
need to
that.
get through these kids.
It didn't say that they reinstated anything. It just says that out of 18, the 18 students passed in the next year. It just said that stuff. But
Well, I know that
he said,
No, I think
I
he
want
says
the
it at the
original
end.
scores.
Yeah.
he said,
Yeah.
I want the
he
original
said
does.
he just says I want the original scores. They never said that they do.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
And then
That's
so
what
He could've
and
just-
then,
said,
okay,
Addy.
and then that other thing, one more thing that I was like, okay, so was it the head of the math department that put the letter of resignation in his mailbox? Because that was kind of implied, right? Like, because when he came into her office saying, "What's this?" and she opens it up and she's like, "Oh, it's a letter of resignation," and she's like, "Well, maybe somebody put it in there because of the mess you got to school in."
Mm.
And then he was like, and then she's like, "Well, how?" And when he says like, "How do you know somebody cheated?" Well, it's like, ultimately, like you ask them like, do you think the kid's cheated? Like, ultimately, go well. Like you know, you just
no
know.
pressure on these kids. They'll do
Uh-huh.
anything.
Oh, you'll know. Like you already just know. And then he was like, "You're right," and he just walks away. So it's like, so it kind of leads me to believe that she's the one that put the letter of resignation in his box.
But did that really happen? Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, there
I
has
don't
to
know.
be some sort
Edward James Olmos is known for making stuff up
That's what I'm
and
saying.
putting them in movies
I mean, there
Well,
has,
first of all, I
there
know
has
two
to be some
things.
sort of.
and getting in trouble.
I mean, there has to be some sort of drama, extra drama in these movies, right? There has to be.
I know two things. That makeup was damn good for him to have that comb over. It's crazy because he has a great head of hair.
Or does he?
I mean, he's not John Travolta. He's not gonna wear like a.
I mean, John Travolta's not John Travolta. John Travolta looks like you now.
Wow.
First of all, I look like the mom in Hairspray,
Exactly.
beard and all.
I'm gonna call you her wife, Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Baby, your time is to me.
But no, but ultimately,
You can't get the image out of your head now,
no,
right?
No, but there's ultimately they ultimately had to put in some drama in this movie. But this movie's all drama. But it has some levity. It has a lot of stuff.
Got
It's
everything.
It's very inspirational. It's very enjoyable to watch, even on the 25,000th time that I've seen this movie.
Mm.
Right?
My favorite line actually is mi hijo no puede perder la escuela, no puede perder su lonche.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like this the whole reason. He just can't miss his lunch. He just can't miss his lunch.
And
Gotta
weird
eat.
enough,
Right?
you cannot miss school.
And it's cool, like from the beginning, you see how the relationship gets built between all the students too. By the end of it, like how they all become like, yeah, they're all like separate and they're not really together. And then by the end of it, they're all like somewhat friends.
Well, nowadays you can't even deal with that. Teachers can't be like that anymore because it gets all weird.
Because they end up banging their students.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, that's
You leave
true.
I mean, it happens.
No, the other thing too is that kids are different now. I think kids are different than they were back in the day. I think kids had more respect, were more afraid of their parents. Now,
Well, there was more.
now
of
they
a-
don't care, dude.
No, actually, there's more of a respect for the
Elders.
Authorities.
Elders.
the position of a teacher than there was
Yeah,
now.
For
Because
authorities.
a lot of authority was taken away from it, from the role.
Yeah, but
nowadays.
not only that. I mean, kids now have no
They
respect for any type of authority.
Yeah.
Even on the street.
That's why
So,
I believe in beating your kids.
go give me a switch.
Putazos.
Whoa, easy. Is that in Stand and Deliver?
No, he.
Hey, you know, I relate to Jaime's.
That's what the kids say to him.
No,
I relate to Jaime's coworker when they're running after the guy.
I thought you were gonna.
Welcome back, pelon. Like and
I thought
and
you were
also
gonna relate
like he
to his heart
tears his
attack.
pants.
His
Okay.
heart attack. Oh, by the way, he did not have a heart attack.
I'm
Jaime
coming.
Escalante did not have a heart attack. That's what I'm
Again.
saying. Edward James Olmos is making stuff up.
You gotta add.
That's
add
why
some-
he gets in
you gotta add some
trouble.
drama,
You
you
know,
gotta
he,
add some drama.
you know he didn't write it, right?
Yeah, that's some drama. No, but he probably had some input. Hey, let me add some. Let me add a
He
heart
was still,
attack.
his career's still fresh.
Let
Relax.
me add a heart
You know that
attack. I need to try to win an Oscar. Let me add a heart
Yeah.
attack.
He did get nominated.
Did he?
Yeah, he got nominated.
For what?
Yeah, it wasn't even a heart attack. It was a gallbladder inflammation. Oh, by the way, it's over here.
He had gas. He had gas.
I've had one of those.
But I mean, at the time, Siskel and Ebert gave it 2.5 stars.
2.5 thumbs. What?
Yeah, no, they gave it 2.5
Ebert said
stars. They gave 2.5 stars.
Ebert said it's a jaw-dropping performance.
Wow,
Oh my
same
goodness,
joke.
wow.
Same joke as always. You never come
But
up with-
I hadn't heard it in a while, so
Yeah, that's true.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to hell. I don't care.
Well, on that note, guys,
Watch Father Stew, because Mel Gibson is awesome.
watch Stand and Deliver. If you haven't
Nobody's
seen it.
gonna. I don't know why you guys are giving out.
I'm just saying, if you haven't seen Stand and Deliver, you should watch Stand and Deliver.
If you
It's a
happen
good
to run
one.
into this video for some reason and go like, yeah, I'll sit through the whole thing.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna watch this. So
You never know.
know.
You never know.
recommendations.
Never know.
You never know who we inspire.
Inspire somebody to make a better video on Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
They're like, I can do
Uh.
that. I gotta get through these kids. I gotta get through these kids.
True.
But
But on that note,
cool.
Bulldog. Dog. On that note, guys, again, this has been Vinny. All right, easy. Easy.
I thought it
Your
was on mute still.
ones, your twos, and your threes.
This has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Bannon.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
See you around, kid. Bye, Felicia. He's looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon.